Welcome to the Militia Gaming Community. I'm Trigger, and this is my Week 2 Need for Speed League Recap. Let's go! Alright, just a little bit of news here at the top of the show. Speedshock has pulled out, and we have replaced them with a team called 3OD, aka Triangle of Dominance. 3OD will inherit Speedshock's points and standings in the league after these 2 weeks. So from here on out, 3OD replaces Speedshock. Now let's get into the Week 2 highlights. First up, we've got Armageddon Racers versus True Speed. Coming into the week, these were the top 2 scoring teams, and both teams looked unbeatable. Both of their Week 1 performances were dominating, so this was destined to be a great matchup. Early on, this was a back and forth battle, but halfway through, True Speed, led by Catalyst, who banked 5 wins and 112 points, started winning races and never looked back. Armageddon's highest score was Unholy, who made his league debut with 81 points. The final score, True Speed 328, Armageddon Racers 251. Timeless faced off against URL. Timeless went into the battle the slight favorite in the standings, but established themselves early and never let up. They jumped out to a 39-19 lead and proceeded to win the points battle in every single race. Goliath and West combined for 219 points to lead them, while You're Welcome led URL for the second straight week in a row with 97 points. The final score, Timeless 372, URL 205. Exclusive took on Jaeger Hunters in what was anticipated to be the most even matchup of the week. Exclusive occupied first place in 3 out of the first 5 races. However, as a team, they also lost the points battle in 3 out of the first 5 races, so going into the second half of the match, they were down in the points. Unfortunately for Exclusive, it would not get much better from there. Jaeger Hunters once again led by Nandodo, who had 105 points and 3 first place finishes, won the points battle in 4 out of the 5 last races. Exclusive's top performer was Son of Racer, who banked 82 points. And congratulations to Jaeger Hunters' Giancarlos Madero for making the move of the week. Now let's take a look at it from Exclusive's point of view.
What the hell is that? Yo, that shit was clean as fuck. Clip it. Yo, clip it and put the Tokyo Drift on that shit. That was hella fucking dope.
The final score, Exclusive 256, Jaeger Hunters 322. We Try Harder faced off against IRT in an extremely tight battle with an absolute monster performance out of We Try Harder's Metal Phoenix. He placed first in 7 out of the 10 races and secured 133 points for his team. The next highest score in the battle was IRT's Neptune, who ended with 80. We Try Harder improves to 2-0, giving IRT its first loss. Final score, We Try Harder 318, IRT 258. IED and Westside Players went at it this week. IED's Ronald absolutely dominated the battle with 133 points, and he won 7 out of the 10 races. Westside Players had strong performances out of Caddy and Lil WSP, but unfortunately, it was not enough to overcome Ronald's big day. IED improves to 1-1, and Westside Players, who've had 2 really tight battles, fall to 0-2. I expect Westside Players to bounce back next week because their battles have been very close. Final score, IED 321, Westside Players 259. PGR took on the Titans this week and benefited from a brilliant performance from Rotary, who scored 111 points for his team. Titans, led by Titans and Titans, unfortunately couldn't score enough to snag the win. PGR's performance was solid from start to finish as they won the points battle in 9 out of the 10 races. Final score, PGR 355, Titans 226. N2O battled No Smoke Gaming. Both teams entered the battle with 0-1 records with hopes of evening it up to improve their standings. N2O's Lacey Dawn had a masterful performance. He had 7 first place finishes and 2 second place finishes, and he secured 131 points for his team, and with it, the easy victory over NSG. Final score, N2O 367, NSG 212. Lastly, Total Insane Racers faced Speedshock. Both teams entered the battle without a win in week 1, but Total Insane Racers wanted it more. They benefited from great racing from Draco and Diablo, who combined for 243 points. They finished first and second in 4 out of the 10 races. Unfortunately, Speedshock's top scorer was Cyberpunk with 73. It was a beatdown by TIR. Final score, TIR 419, Speedshock 159. And that brings me to the driver of the week, or should I say drivers of the week. Congratulations to IED's Ronald and We Try Harder's Metal Phoenix. They each had 133 points with 7 first place finishes this week. That is phenomenal racing by these two very talented drivers. Alright, so after 2 weeks, here are the league standings. Timeless sits atop the leaderboard with a 2-0 record and 766 points. But keep an eye on True Speed, Jaeger Hunters, and We Try Harder. All of those teams also have 2-0 records and are not far behind in the points. Armageddon Racers drops from 1st to 5th this week with its first loss, but they do have 691 points, which would put them in the running if they can manage to get a win this week. The middle of the pack is occupied by Exclusive, PGR, Total Insane Racers, IED, URL, IRT, and Never Too Overrated, all of them having a 1-1 record. And the bottom 4 are Westside Players, Titans, No Smoke Gaming, and our newest addition who will be taking over for Speedshock, as I mentioned earlier, 3OD. And here's the league's top 15 drivers after 2 weeks. Keep an eye on these drivers as we move forward. They've had an excellent first couple of weeks. Now let's take a look at Week 3's matchups that will be taking place in the Hypercar class. First up is Timeless versus True Speed. This matchup is going to be dynamite. You've got Timeless, who has a 2-0 record, going up against True Speed, who also has a 2-0 record, and these are the points leaders. This is number 1 versus number 2. Jaeger Hunters takes on We Try Harder. Again, what an excellent matchup of 2 undefeated teams. Also this week, we get a first look at our new team, 3OD, who again was taking over for Speedshock. They face off against No Smoke Gaming. Now you might be wondering when and where can I watch Week 3's races? So the first thing you should do is follow the Need for Speed League on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And for the most up-to-date information, you should join the Need for Speed League Discord. There you can find links to the battle streams, standings, rosters, and view previous results, and you can interact with pro drivers and teams themselves in the Need for Speed chat. Also, don't forget that I will be covering the league activities right here on the Militia Gaming Community channel, including hosting watch parties, and I'll be doing league updates and weekly recaps just like this video each week to give you the most up-to-date information possible. Make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a minute of it, and if you have any questions, you are welcome to send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. Shout out to the Militia subs. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.